guys, it's Bren, and today I wanted to show you my candle shelves, which are just so awesome. And I wanted to just kind of make a little video to take you on the journey, give you a little tour of the shelves, and show you how they were made and how they came to be. So when I first moved into this place, I had this big empty space, and I really didn't know what to do with it because I'm not really a person that watches a lot of TV. I turn that TV on for the dog only, really. I do watch shows, but I usually watch things on my laptop. I'm not really concerned with having like a large TV, but it looks kind of dumb to have this big open space and just my little TV up there. At the same time, I had nowhere in this room to put my candle shelves that were at my old apartment, and I just didn't know exactly where I wanted to put my candles. And then I just started thinking about it. Well, my good friend Kyler, who is married to my best friend since kindergarten, Cassie, he does a lot of woodworking. He's built her some really cool furniture, and so I asked him if he would be able to make me some shelves. So we did a lot of measuring. I came up with a little mock-up that I gave him, and we were able to come up with a plan to fill this space in the most awesome way possible that is absolutely perfect for me. And he got the first one done, and then we got to go look at it. Hey guys, it's Bren, and I am here. Don't laugh at me.
I wasn't expecting it. Okay.
My friend Cassie, say hi. Hi. It's her husband who's building them, and she was like, why don't you come see this one to make sure that it's good before he builds the second one, because there's going to be like two that are alike. So here it is. Ooh. So it's gonna fit 10 across, and then it should be 2 each, and then there's gonna be another one that's gonna go in those insets in the living room, and then it has this like support, but you won't see that because the front row like will cover that, and I think this one will go too deep, and then the other one's gonna be deeper for more storage. So I'm super excited. So then the first one was done, and they brought it over. We got to put it up. Oh, it's a beauty. Oh my God, is it too tall?
No.
Nope.
It looks from here, it looks like it is.
Oh, you won't be able to see those spots. You'll never see them.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh, it looks really good.
gosh. But I had to wait a while. I had to wait like 2.5, 3 months before I could get the second one. So for a while, I just had the top one and still nothing down here. And then the day finally came where the second one was done and we got to put them both in. I was so excited to see how it was gonna look. What's gonna go in that spot, Rev? What's gonna go in that hole? Oh my goodness.
I'm thinking there's a good possibility you'll have some.
Right.
That's all right.
Here we go. All right. Woohoo! Can't wait to put all those candles in there.
You're not any of those little marks or anything?
What do you think? You gonna get in there? I'm about to have the most fun Saturday afternoon ever. Ever! Everybody wants to help with the candles, huh? Everybody's here to help. Yeah. So yeah, I think he did a really good job. I mean, it turned out so cool. Now I realized that not everyone would want a giant shelf of candles in their living room, and I've gotten a lot of comments too from people being like, what about your TV? You should have got a bigger TV. But again, like, I just don't watch TV, and that's the great thing about living alone, right? It's my apartment, I can do whatever I want, and this makes me much happier than a big TV would. So I think it's awesome. You know, I'm a collector, and I've said this before. Sometimes when I post pictures of the shelves or do a collection video, I get comments from people that they just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, they're just not collectors. It's just not something that they would do, and that's fine. But collecting runs in my blood. My dad collects comic books. He has tons and tons, and my parents' basement is full of them. He has them all over the walls and everything, you know. So I think if you have that collecting bug and you have that in your soul, you know, then you kind of get it. This is my collection, so I'm very happy to show it off. I like having it right here in the living room, and it fits, and it's something to do with this space. So let me take you over there and actually show you kind of the inner workings and how I have things laid out. So these shelves are not actually the same. The top and the bottom one are a little different. They're the same in the front, but the top one
is, it has less depth. So it only goes back 2 candles, whereas the bottom shelf goes back 5, and it actually goes all the way to the wall. So there's a lot more storage with the bottom one. The reason for that, we were originally going to have them both be, big like this, but Kyler was worried that he didn't know if, with all the candles and everything on it, this hearth would support the giant shelf, and it would have been much harder to actually get it up there. So this one is skinnier or narrower from front to back. But I do have these organized by season, and kind of with like labels together, much how I have had my candles organized in the past. If you've watched any of my past collection videos, if you want to see the most recent collection video, I'll link to it in the description below, where I actually talk about the candles, because that's not so much what I'm going to do in this video, but I will link to that, and I do one of those every year. But just so you can see how they're organized, it starts with winter at the top, and I have just like one of each candle showing, but I do have, like, if they have different labels, I have them both. When I get more candles, eventually I'll only be able to have like one of each scent showing, I guess. But for now, we have just like duplicates that have same scent and label stored behind. So it goes into fall down here at the bottom, and then the bottom shelf is more so summer and spring scents. And then again, with storage behind. So as I pointed out in the video where I was actually at Kyler's work showing off the shelves, there is a spine down the middle, which gives it support. So you can see this is here. It just doesn't go all the way to the front, so you don't see it, but it's there. And when he had come over at first and we were measuring the space and everything, we were talking about how, to get a shelf that's this wide that doesn't sag at all. And he asked, well, what if we had a bar down the middle? And I was like, yeah, I guess if we have to. But then I came up with this idea. I was like, what if we have a bar down the middle, but it doesn't go all the way to the front? And so that totally worked out. It was probably more of a pain for him to do than if it was showing. So I really appreciate him putting it in like this so it doesn't actually show. So that's how it is the whole way through. And then that one, again, it only goes back so far. But if we go down here to the bottom one, oh, losing candles, that's okay. You can see this one goes quite a ways back. You can fit 5, like I said, and the spine is there in the middle too. So that's kind of how that worked out. I like to just hang out here on the chaise lounge, relax, and look at the candles. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do you have any hobbies or collections that you like to show off, like my dad with his comic books? Or growing up, I had my mom had a friend who collected these little figurines of little houses, and they all had black cats on them, and she had them all over her living room, and it was really cool. Maybe you have a closet full of shoes that you have all organized on nice shelves or something. Let me know, or maybe you just think I'm crazy, but that's okay too. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to see a tour video of my entire place, all of the rooms, not just the shelf, you can head over to my other channel, Bren Blogs, because I'm going to put that video up over on the blog, and I'll show you around the whole new place and all of the rooms and everything. But I just wanted to do a little video dedicated to the shelf over here on my candle channel. So I will see you over on Bren Blogs. I'll show you the rest of the place. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye. I keep calling it an apartment, and it's not an apartment. It's like a condo. It's my place. Like, I own it, but I've been saying my apartment for so many years. I keep screwing that up.